Here's one of the hardest things to do, is plan what you're going to do. Looking at the things that need to be done. I got part of a tank inside here to cut up. I can either unbolt that piece, and it looks like it's been welded a little bit on the top. Take that piece of the tank out, or I can leave it in and cut it up where they've cut it with a torch there. I can cut it a little cleaner. It will give it more strength. Got my door over there that needs some work. And I've got on this side I've got the frame braces welded in for the body. I need to do them over there on that side. I still got to brace that back piece. Of course, I got this horribly rusted up thing here, and I set my tank in it here where I want it to go. I gotta figure out some kind of a bed for it. I was thinking maybe I'd make it out of wood. And how long will I make it? I don't know, past this thing a bit, but I got my tire here. And of course I've got the fenders over there, which is going to be some sort of a consideration. I've got this rusty rear end here that I still got to take out and clean. My traction bars and stuff, I still don't have my front end. The guy still hasn't sent me my spindles, so I can't roll it. But I think I got enough here to take the frame out and roll it back and do the painting on it. And that'll probably give me enough room to clean up this frame inside and paint whatever I got on that. So just don't know where to start. There's so much work. I guess one of the things I could do is figure out where my fenders are going to go and weld up brackets and stuff for that. And because if I got my tank here, if I run a piece level across here, or actually level across the bottom of the tank and then drop it down, I'll have like a two-step bed in it. That shouldn't be that hard to do. And I think I can curve the side of the bed here and match the car. I don't even know exactly what I'm going to do. So anyway, I'm just standing here burning time trying to think about what I'm going to do. I guess I could tack me up these fenders. See where I'm going to go with this. Well, here's one of the fenders. They were all wrapped up and set in the rain. This is a good one here. It's just light surface rust. Anyway, I have to get this where it clears the door. I've measured the width of the fender, the diameter, and it looks like I need about 4 inches all the way around on that particular tire. I can put a bigger tire on this, taller one. And so one of the things, I've got to keep this front dimension right here, whatever it is, because of the door, and then I have to adjust this back, and I can do that by moving the fender up and down. what I'll do is put another jack stand under it and try to get it where I've got it centered on the wheel, and then after that I can figure out what I'm going to need to do for brackets. Well, I got this marked up where it was barely clear of the door, and it's not nowhere near centered. You got like 4 inches here, and then this side is 6 inches, so it's 2 inches difference. And in the middle here I've got 5 inches, so I got 4, 5, and 6. So maybe if I lower this down an inch up here on the top, maybe this will do something. Alright, I lowered it an inch here in the front. Now it looks like I got 5 inches here in the middle. I got about 4.5, and on the back a little over 5. So it's still off a little bit. Still, there's more room in the back than there is the front. Ideally, I'd like to have it straight. Door here. One-handed job again. The door is just barely clearing, so can't really do much about this. This is where everything is going to have to go. It doesn't really look that bad. Fairly good gap there, and it's about a 1/2 inch off. By lowering the fender in here, I might be able to get a little bit of space here in the back, but I think I'm pretty much stuck with whatever I've got. Did a little more adjusting. I just put a little piece in here to keep it spaced out, and I've got approximately 4.5 here. I've braced it here in the middle to keep it level. Looks like I've got 4.25, and back here roughly 5.5. So of course I have to split the difference here. If I try to get rid of my 5.5 back here, something's got to give someplace else. So I have to just measure it and make sure that I'm as level as possible. So I've got about 9 inches here, and this one's 10.5. So I can rotate this fender around a little bit, and we'll split up the gap. Looks like rotating it did the trick. I've got 9 inches here, and I've got about 10 inches here. I've got 5 inches roughly to the tire here, 4 inches here, and 5 inches there with the door open. So we got 5 and 5, 4. If I raise it up anymore from this 4, I'm going to have to turn it at an angle. And if I turn it like this, I'm going to increase my gap here. But we can see this is pretty close to the edge of the fender at the bottom. I've got about 4 inches. The edge of the fender to the bottom, I've got about 4 inches. So looks like this is where it's going to go. It'll be a little off center on the downside, but you won't notice that as much as you will having the the wheel offset. So it looks like the wheel's just about dead in the middle. My door is clearing. So this is basically where this fender is going to go. Now I'll start tacking up some stuff and marking it to keep it where it's supposed to be.